When any piece of media becomes popular, a fandom is bound to spawn. And usually, they kind of suck. I'm obviously exaggerating, but in recent years, due to the internet, fandoms have become very vocal. And they can be a real hellhole for some people, with people just being toxic for no apparent reason. There's a sense of elitism with a bunch of fandoms, and it can be really annoying. So today I wanted to discuss some of those fan bases. Obvious disclaimer, I am not talking about everyone who participates in these fan bases, or participate in fandoms at all. In fact, I make videos on things that I'm a fan of, so maybe I'm part of the problem too. Let's just ignore that. If you are a part of these fandoms and don't participate in these deplorable actions, then you're fine in my book. But if you do participate in the stuff that I talk about in this video, maybe get some help. Anime has absolutely exploded in recent years. But with that new popularity comes subsectors within anime communities. Even though this subsector is most prevalent in anime, it also applies to a bunch of other franchises out there. And that's power scaling. Power scalers love to get into arguments about who will win in a fight. But I can bet you that most of them don't actually care about the other franchise they're comparing their favorite character to. They also probably don't care about storytelling, they only care about if their favorite character wins. Surprisingly, Stan Lee actually has a great quote that explains the problem with power scaling.
So one question I'm always asked: who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight if Galactus fought the Hulk? Or if Thor fought Iron Man? And there's one answer to all of that. It's so simple. Anyone should know this. The person who'd win in a fight is the person that the scriptwriter wants to win.
Truer words have never been said. The person who wins the fight depends on what the writer wants, not based on nerds using statistics. Obviously, not everyone who participates in power scaling do it just because they want their favorite character to win, they just do it for fun, and that's fine. That's why series like Death Battle exist. They're just making fun entertainment for people to enjoy that just so happens to be about two characters duking it out. But some people take this shit way too seriously. If I have to hear somebody say, "But can they beat Goku?" unironically, I am going to go insane. They can't just like a character, they have to also like the idea that they can beat every other fictional character in existence. A Jujutsu Kaisen fan will say that, I don't know, every character from Jujutsu Kaisen solos every character from fucking Breaking Bad. That doesn't matter. That doesn't make either series worse. A YouTuber by the name of FlazeFire made a great video going more in depth about the topic that I recommend you check out for yourself. After you watch this video, obviously. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, next time that you say that someone's favorite character can't beat Goku, ask yourself this: can Goku beat SpongeBob? I don't think so. SpongeBob literally unraveled the entire universe. Or better yet, can Goku solo me? I got the advantage. Goku is just a piece of paper, and last time I checked, I could rip those in half. Checkmate, power scalers. One of my previous videos was shitting on Nintendo, so why not do some more? Nintendo fans are elitist. No big surprise. I have my problems with other console fanboys, but Nintendo fans recently have been very vocal, and I hate it. If you recently saw the news about the prices for the Nintendo Switch 2, you would know that it's ludicrous, like the rapper. And most people rightfully call this stuff out, but somehow there are people out there that think it's justified that Nintendo should price not just their consoles super high, but their games super high, with Mario Kart World being $80, which is insane to me. Maybe the reason why is because these Nintendo fans are actually rich and have never worked a minimum wage job in their life, and that would give me even more reason not to be around them. I have no idea why they are so dedicated to defending this company when they literally do everything in their power to make themselves worse in the public eye. It's no secret that Nintendo hates their fans, with the amount of fan projects and tournaments that they shut down, despite them not making any money off of it. Obviously, I'm not talking about every Nintendo fan. I have to constantly remind people throughout this video about this because I don't want people getting mad. There have been a lot of Nintendo fans who actively did push back on this pricing stuff, and that's good. Keep up with that. Another thing that some Nintendo fans do that annoy me is just not being satisfied. You will have people constantly requested games to come back, and when they do, they just move on to the next franchise. I totally understand wanting a series to come back. I'm a Metroid fan. The drought was getting to me. But I feel like these people aren't actually fans of these series and just want to complain about stuff and argue for the next Nintendo Direct. And if that Direct doesn't have what they want, they go apeshit. Once again, saying that not everyone is like this, just some people. It's because of this mentality that we get videos like this. Do you know how insane it is to think that Nintendo forgot about their biggest franchise by far? Well, I said all I had to say about Nintendo. Let's move on to the next section.
How dare you speak ill will towards the greatest company of all time?
Oh, hey, Lucario fan from the Lucario Fan 747 series that you should watch on my channel.
Don't you dare try to sweet talk me. I know your games. I'm here to defend the beautiful company known as Nintendo.
I'm actually done talking about Nintendo. I'm moving on to something else, so can you just, like, leave or whatever? I don't even know how you got here, to be honest.
Can you drive me home? I miss my mommy.
The first two fan bases that I talked about are a lot more annoying than harmful. But this last one, some of the people in this fan base have done genuinely bad things. And that's the Snyderverse fans. They are the most toxic fan base around, and I don't know why they exist. They herald those Snyder films like they are the second coming of Christ. When, in my opinion, I watched those movies, I thought they were like, okay to bad. And I say Snyderverse fans instead of Snyder fans because that's all they care about. The Snyderverse. They only care about Zack Snyder's DC movies and none of the new stuff that he's made. Like, do any of these guys talk about Rebel Moon? You can't tell me that they are. I don't believe you. The reason why I consider them so toxic is what they say towards James Gunn and anyone who is remotely excited for the new Superman movie. On multiple occasions, I have seen them call James Gunn a pedo, which is insane. That is not a normal thing to do when you are not excited for something. You can just tweet like, I'm not excited for the new Superman movie, I prefer Zack Snyder, like a normal person. You can like the Snyderverse films. You're completely okay in doing that. But just constant hate towards the people working on this new movie is just disgusting to me when none of them has done anything wrong. It's not like any of them have committed crimes or anything, they're just doing their job. Be mad at the CEO who canceled the Snyderverse in the first place. This movie isn't even out yet, and Snyder fans are hyper analyzing this shit just so they can claim that Henry Cavill is the better Superman. And the movie isn't even out yet. Judge the movie when it's actually out. At the time of me recording this. Who knows, maybe the movie does suck if you're watching this in the future. Once again, I still don't understand why people are so obsessed with these movies when they are some of the worst interpretation of DC characters in recent time. In my opinion, I gotta clarify. I saw them genuinely bully a child who was excited for this new movie. If you bully kids looking forward to something, then genuinely get some help. James Gunn and Zack Snyder are friends. They've literally worked on movies together. So why do Snyder fans think that it's a good idea that they should attack one of Zack's friends? Well, either way, I'm sure that Zack Snyder is a fine person despite what his fan base has become. What's the next movie he's working on anyway? Oh dear God. Now, to reassure the people who may be a part of the fandoms that I talked about in this video, as long as you do not participate in any of the negative stuff I mentioned in this video, you are okay in my book. As much as I hate Nintendo, I still have a love for their games. Power scaling can be fun if you don't take it super seriously. And Zack Snyder movies exist. This video is just more of me saying, don't act like this. There is a bunch of fan bases that I could have talked about in this video, but maybe that'll be for another time. Now excuse me as I get my underground bunker ready. If this video does well, I know the comment section will be hell. See you in a less controversial video. Or not, you never know what I'm gonna make next.
Hey, where did you go? I wanted to convert you to the Church of Nintendo. I can gain a higher tier in the church if I convert somebody else to it.
Nintendo memes that'll make you the coolest friend in the group chat. First off, we have "This does not Mama the Mia." You can send this if someone says something disappointing, if someone has an idea that you don't like, all of the above. This is perfect. Next we have "Me. Wow, this group chat is dead." Next we have the group chat after I go to sleep. It do be like that though. Send this to them and see what they say. Next we have "This is my last resort." Use it when you need it. You can screenshot these or download them in the pinned comment.